Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Starman Just Watched. I am Devin. With me, as always, is Billie.
Woo!
And Billie's theme for the month is war games, I guess. Or just a series of war movies.
Yeah.
So, went with kind of the longest one we had on the docket, which was We Were Soldiers.
Yep.
And Mel Gibson.
Yep.
Before I say Mel Brooks by accident.
Yeah. Yes. Like, at least you know what you say this time.
Yeah. It's the lead role in this one.
Yeah.
And you want to go in on this.
Yeah. Like, I saw this in the theater.
Yeah.
This came out in like 2002, and this is actually like based on the memoir of Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore and Joe Galloway.
Yeah. So we're going to go right off the bat. I am not a fan of war movies. I don't know why I'm not.
Yes.
But, I always tend to zone out or fall asleep during them.
Yeah.
They never seem to hold my interest.
Yeah. No. Like weird.
It's so weird.
You think explosions, people dying.
And I do love war tactics.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I would love to sitting down in a war room listening to everyone's plans. But there's just something about like the structures of these movies. I guess because they all seem to have the same message, which is war is bad.
Yeah.
And it just feels like if you watch one war movie, kind of watch them all.
Yeah.
My biases aside, though, this is not a bad movie.
No.
I actually quite enjoy this movie.
Yeah, no, it's one of my favorite Vietnam movies.
Yes. And it's like, has every strike against it. It's a war movie. It's quite lengthy.
Yeah.
And you'd think, oh, Devin would hate this movie. No, I'd watch it again.
Yeah, no.
Probably not like for a little bit of a
Yeah.
time, but
No, this is usually one of my yearly watches.
Yeah.
With that.
I can understand why. Yeah. So this one is in Vietnam.
Yeah, this is actually the first major like U.S. battle with Vietnam.
Yeah. So there's your time frame for
Yeah,
this.
November 1965.
Yeah. I think we're going to go backwards in history when we go to the other war movies.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, we're going to be bouncing around.
Yeah. Grab the time machine. We're bouncing all over the time front lines. Alright, so the few things I actually liked about the movie. One was, I do like that we took some time to get to know families and get the family dynamic.
Yeah.
Because it actually builds when characters are put into like the war situation. You actually keep an interest in them.
Yeah, like probably like the example of Jack, the new father.
Yeah. And Mel Gibson's character is like, you know, like I hope he makes it because he's got 6 kids at home and a wife. Shoot, I should have wrote these down. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the other one was I like that we saw both sides of the conflict.
Yes, like that's what a lot of people like how like it wasn't just the Americans, you saw like Vietnamese too.
Yeah. And even in the conclusion, you saw the Vietnamese side, and it's like they're just people like everyone else. It's not like they were an evil overlord running an army. And that line was like the Americans are going to call it their victory, and it's going to be their war now.
Yeah, no, that's just a perfect summary, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone should know a little bit about how Vietnam went.
Yeah. And I felt the pacing was pretty good for being like in the thick of battle. We had a slight opener with the family dynamic, a bit of training, and then into the thick of battle.
Yeah.
A few small breaks in the thick of battle to, bring the tension down a little. This is where we cut to back home and see how that goes. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yes.
Because that is very important to talk about.
Yeah.
And then back into the thick of things, and then we get our conclusion.
Yeah. So it's like, that's like it's
a nice little roller coaster to keep.
Yeah, like the intro.
Because I feel like that might be my problem with some war movies, is that it's all one tone.
Yeah, like, right? Like, just all like the battle.
Yeah, if it's all battle, I'm going to get bored.
Yeah.
And if it's like, opener, like family dynamic, training, battle, closing.
Yeah.
You can see where that doesn't flow up and down. It's more just note after note after note.
Yeah.
So maybe I figured out the formula to why I don't like war movies.
Maybe, right?
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the back at home dynamic, because I've never seen this in any other movie.
Yeah.
And it's very important that this is mentioned.
Yeah, because it's like, I actually, like, because this is a movie that, like, I have the book it's based on.
Yeah.
And I've watched a lot of, like, documentaries on this just to see.
Yeah. So, if you are a wife of a soldier back home in America, the worst thing you can get is a telegram in the mail if your husband's off at war.
Yeah.
Because this usually is the United States government telling you your husband died in battle.
Yeah.
So, that is heart-wrenching enough.
Yes.
Now you have an average taxi driver.
Oh, yeah, no.
Dropping these off. Not the U.S. Post or anything.
No.
Like just some poor guy who has to go up to your door, knock on it, and hand you this telegram.
Yeah.
You know he doesn't want to do it.
No.
So, and then you have a near heart attack every time you see a cab.
Yeah, like, there's a scene when she first finds out that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Then the cab driver delivers, well, she thinks...
A telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's just asking to help him with an address.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know where this place is. Can you tell me? And you're like, you know what you just put me through?
I was like, listen, I don't like this job either.
Yeah. See, I do like that they pointed out that this guy does not want to do it either. He's not volunteering.
No.
He's just being told this is what you gotta do now.
Yeah.
So, the wife of Mel Gibson takes it upon herself to have all the telegrams dropped off to her place, and she will deliver them in person to the people who they're supposed to receive them. Which is a much kinder way of doing it.
Yeah, because like, you had like the cab drivers and like, come on, right? Like,
yeah. Well, it's not that. Like, the cab driver just leaves it at your doorstep. And then you're left there alone reading that your husband just died. And you have to process that alone.
Yeah, because like the scene was like, there was no chap, like when it was Jack's wife, so
yeah.
Like, what, there's no chaplains, no nothing? It's like, yeah, no, the army wasn't ready. I'm like,
yeah.
And it's true, they weren't.
No, they weren't. And so this, in my mind, is a lot kinder that you have a neighbor, a friend there when you get the bad news, someone to cry on.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need someone, in my mind.
Oh, yes. Like, it's... Like, that's like the worst thing, right?
Yeah. And let's go back to the thick of things where, let's kick this back to the start here when we go in. So, before we even land, we're asked, how many troops do we have ready to go?
395. Exactly. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, love that, right?
Yeah. I know the full count of my men.
Yeah.
How many troops are we running my men into? I don't know.
I know. It's like a man will... I forget the word he used is like, you don't know.
Yeah. It's exactly that. It's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
It was like, we saw them there, they ran back, and then we just kind of want to take that position now that they ran back. does this smell like an ambush to you?
Yeah. Because, like I said, when they mentioned the attack on the base the day before,
Yeah.
that's what happened. There was an actual attack, and when they retreated in the jungle, they expected them to follow them.
Yeah.
To set up this battle.
So, already not a great position to throw yourself in.
No, like...
And, like, I do like that the movie doesn't show, or shows that it's like, as soon as you land, you're in battle.
No.
There's no wait period. There's no, now you might walk over here to where you're fighting.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the fight's here,
Yeah.
where you land.
Yeah,
like, you hit the ground running.
Yeah, or... you gotta jump to the ground.
Yeah.
Because like when the LZ was overrun, that's when they called in and said like it's a hot LZ.
Yeah.
It's like we'll not be landing, we'll be jumping.
Yeah. And then, so another interesting scenario that they threw us into was, I think it was Charlie Company? Which was the one that got separated?
Yeah, I think it was Charlie Company, I think.
Yeah. Anyways, a squadron gets separated from everyone.
Yeah, they see a scout or someone and they chase after them.
Yeah.
Want to take them prisoner. I'm like...
No. Don't do that.
And... Colonel was telling like when all the companies stay put and...
Yeah. No, didn't listen to orders. And this is what not listening to orders will get you.
Yeah.
So they're trapped there, no support, pretty much surrounded.
Yeah.
And they have to, like, it's overnight too, so...
Oh, yeah, no.
You're not sleeping because the enemy's constantly approaching, waiting for you to fall asleep.
Yeah. And this is another thing I love.
Yeah.
It's like, I can smell him. And thinking, well, he's like,
No, I can smell the enemies.
So.
And then light it up, and then you just see, like, the silhouettes of, like, I think 7, 8
Yeah, like how...
enemy soldiers just standing there. And you're like, oh, fuck! It was like, good thing we called that.
Yeah. And scene, I think it was after the scene too, is when more troops were walking by.
Yeah.
And it's like pitch black. Then all you hear is the flick of the safety going.
Oh no, let's analyze this scene a little better.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, you're lying there in complete darkness, staying perfectly quiet because the enemy is walking on top of you.
Yes.
Like, if they misstep and step on you, you're dead.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for them to pass so that you can get a small ambush on them.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, you do. And the only thing they hear is the click of the safety going off.
Yes,
and then the mow down of everyone there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a great scene. Because that is like putting your stealth skills to the test and your patience, everything. Because if you let out the slightest noise,
Yeah, no, like,
they're going to find
dead.
you and dead.
Yeah.
And you know they're not taking prisoners.
No.
We showed that at the very first of the movie.
Oh, yeah, the opening scene is like,
Yeah.
was that like in 54, I think?
Yeah.
1954, and it's like the French.
Yeah. And it's like, will we take prisoners? No. If you kill them all, they'll stop sending more.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I do like kind of the big climatic fight, I guess we'll say. It's not really... It's more of blow them all to hell because we got nothing better. And that's Broken Arrow.
Ooh. No, well, that's the, yeah, well, the climactic fight comes at the end when they're...
No, this is my climatic fight.
Okay, you're...
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I feel is the climatic fight.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not...
Okay, yeah. I get
It's the flashiest of fights, we'll say.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
So...
Story-wise, it has nothing to really do with anything,
No.
other than it shows that this is how we gain a small advantage.
Yeah, so basically, they're being overrun.
Yeah.
And that's the call sign.
Yeah. So what Broken Arrow is that every aerial craft available goes to this location and blows the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And we learned that this is also can backfire.
Yeah.
If you're too close.
Because, and the line is, because I know the line, because I saw this mentioned in one of the documentaries I watched.
Yeah.
He's like, Charlie, call that son of a bitch off!
Yeah.
Just missing Burns.
Yeah.
Because, then you see the aftermath.
Yeah. And so during these combats, I do like that they show the Vietnamese commander and how he's ordering his troops, and then it cuts to Mel Gibson, who's doing the counter to that.
Yeah, right?
It's almost as if they were in the same room, and it's like, I'm going to do this, now I'll do this.
Yeah,
But they're not.
No,
It's just some psychic link they have. It's like, we'll cut them off at the creek. They're going to try and cut us off at that creek.
Yeah. Is that what I would do?
So, it's nice to see the counterplay.
Yeah. Because, now, like I said, the other character we were introduced halfway through the battle is the reporter.
Yes. This is also crucial because...
He's the co-author of the book.
Yeah. He's kind of an important character.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just a field reporter.
Yeah, for United Press International.
Yeah. And has no interest in actual fighting.
No.
So, I don't know how I would feel about someone like that if I was a soldier out on the battlefield. Because he's like, you're setting up to fire off the artillery. He's running over and taking pictures. Hey, what's your name? And it's like, oh, I'm Bill from accounting back home. Like,
yeah, I love when the sergeant major hands him the rifle.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey,
I'm non-combatant. It's like, that's not a thing today.
No, there's no such thing today.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love.
Yeah. You'd think field reporters would be aware that they might have to actually fire back.
Yeah. No, this scene, like I said, the scene doing Broken Arrow, before Broken Arrow, he meets the soldier, takes the picture. This one, because during the Broken Arrow, he gets severely
wounded, we'll say. So that's another thing we're going to touch on before we call the episode. I just realized we're kind of going short of time. But the graphics of this.
Oh, yeah, no, because...
It's not over the top. It's not like when someone gets shot, they explode in the blood.
No.
But it's very realistic.
Yeah. And... As I said, when he dies...
Yeah.
Because, when I was watching the documentary on it, on making the movie, when the real Joe McGalloway came in...
Yeah.
He couldn't even shake the hand of that actor.
No.
That's how
affected he was by it.
Yeah. So that's really saying.
Yeah, I know. Like, the other thing that I would like to see more of is how they kind of touched on it a little bit at the end of this, is how traumatized everyone is at the end of the war.
Yeah.
And like Mel Gibson's character goes on to explain that it's like, I can never forgive myself.
Yeah.
Because my troops died and I lived.
Yeah.
It's like, you lived, and because of your leadership, not everyone was wiped out.
Yeah.
So don't be upset because some guys died. That's going to happen. And yeah, just a little bit more of that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Just to see how they cope with everything.
Yeah. Because like I said, the Vietnam vets really had it rough.
Yeah. Any war has it rough. Like, if you come back from war, you're not the same.
Oh, yeah, no, but
and they never show that, I find.
No, because like I said, there's the scene at the end when one of the guys pushing the guys through the wheel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I want to see more of that.
Yeah,
like,
because you see then like it's just this little kid walking by and the parents pulling in. Because it's like, there's no management bay on the guard, the walk on the back. Like,
no, it's just you're now back in society, better for worse. Whatever condition you're in. Yeah.
And because like, so one part of the movie when they is the pre-deployment party.
Yeah.
Because like once they come up and deployed, then he gets told, that they're renumbering the units.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be the commanding officer of the 7th Cavalry.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
You might want to explain that one for the people who don't know.
Right, 7th Cavalry is the same regiment that Custard led in the Battle of the Little Big One, when him and his soldiers got slaughtered by natives.
Yeah. If people weren't aware of why that's a bad number in...
Yeah, because like, I love when we brought up again the Sergeant Major, which got a lot of Saving Elliott's betrayal.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder if Custard knew when this was what Custard felt when he knew he let his men into a swift slaughter. Sir, Custard was a pussy. You ain't.
Yeah.
I mean...
Anyway, final thoughts before we wrap up.
Oh, no, like this...
This is obviously one of your favorite movies.
Yeah.
Because we have talked, and I have, like, the time just went by on us here.
Yeah, I know.
But I do like to keep these relatively short. We could go a little longer. I know we could have. But even for me, I don't like war movies, I will recommend this movie as a good movie to watch.
Oh yeah, like no, like this, like the Betrayal of Vietnam. This is one of the
better ones, I think. But with that, though, we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for listening in.
It's like, gosh.
Billy was going to have a liner here, but he just fumbled it.
Oh, let me try again. It's like, good morning, this is Devin.
What are you, the fucking weatherman? Have a good one, guys.